Hey, it's your boy Easy, and on today's episode of Easy Opens, we're going to be taking a look at SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Grease. Whoa, jeez. Goodness, just slip right out your hand. Kamen Rider Grease is from the Kamen Rider Build TV series that ran from September of 2017 to August of 2018. Their real name is Kazumi Sawatari. I believe I said that right. They are the third writer from the Kamen Rider Build series. Technically, I think they are the third writer. It gets kind of murky sometimes, so you never really know. But I consider them to be the third writer. And before the Skywall disaster that instigated most of the events that happen in the show, they were a farmer by trade, and that's pretty cool. I wish that they would have come with some farm-related accessories that they never use on the show, but that'd be kind of neat to have SH Figuarts farm accessory pack. I mean, come on, Figuarts, what are you doing? It's about time. So fresh out the box, this thing looks fantastic. Oh my goodness, I love this suit and this character in general, mostly because the actor who played them, Takeda Kohei, I believe is how you say it, they are fantastic. When they were in Kamen Rider Kiva, I loved them there, and I loved them in this show. They just add so much to whatever they're in, and I just really liked it a lot. And it further helped to add to my appreciation for this character and this really awesome suit. It's so cool and sleek looking. I don't know. I'm just a sucker for it. And there's a gaudiness to it that I love, but that usually comes with anything that has a lot of gold on it for me. But it's also still kind of tasteful in a way. I know that's kind of contradictory, but I don't know, it just is. And I'm a huge sucker for translucent plastic, so the head and the chest area, instant 6 to midnight for me. I absolutely love how the gold just pops against the black undersuit, and then furthermore the blue of the rider belt slash driver is just really awesome, and it just really brings this character to life, and it's just so cool. And the driver itself is amazing. I love how toyetic it is, especially in a show that has a lot of serious stuff that goes on in it, that they still have these toy gimmicks that they have to use. And I love that they just take them seriously. It's oh yeah, there's this thing that I have that is a belt with a wrench on it, that when I pull the wrench, it squeezes this juice box and gives me a suit that has powers. I love that so much. The other thing that's really weird about this suit, but that I still really like a lot, is that it has a ton of tiny white writing and warnings all over the thighs. And I don't know, that's just really cool. It doesn't make sense on paper when you just write out oh, and on his thighs we have a bunch of warning signs and writing in text and stuff that's just printed there. But in execution, it somehow works and kind of blends into the gold depending on the light, but it still is this other thing that kind of just accentuates the design. I don't know, but I'm a big fan of it, and I think it's really neat. Grease comes with 7 interchangeable hands. Their weapon, the Twin Breaker, which is essentially a multi-weapon gun, dagger, jackhammer kind of thing. They come with the Robot Slash Jelly, the Robot Full Bottle, and the Phoenix Full Bottle. All right, now let's take a look at the articulation you're going to get out of SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Grease. So starting with the head, you get 360 at the neck. You get front and up and down, front and back. Front and back, I don't know what that means in regards to a head, but you can look up just a little bit. His mask looks like he's looking a lot further up than his head actually moves back, but you can look down quite a bit as well. The back collar right here might impede some of the movement, but not too much. And I do believe he has the ball joint in the chest as well as in the neck, which is awesome. You got some swivel right here on the shoulder pads, which are cool. I think these squirt jelly or something, I can't remember at the moment. The shoulder armor also moves out of the way a little bit, but it does impede articulation at the shoulder. However, you get 360 at the bicep. You get double jointed elbows, which is always fun. You get 360 at the wrist and a little bit of wiggle room right there, depending on the hand, I think. But there you go, and then there's the hole in the hand that weirds me out. Let's see, moving to the chest, you get a little bit of a crunch, but not much because this piece right here does get in the way and impede things, but you can move him side to side, and like I've said in previous reviews, mine's really tight, but I believe you can spin him all the way around if you are so inclined, but I am not. Also, this little wrench right here, whoop, 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 whoop. That's the sound a wrench makes if you've never used one. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That moves. You get some decent sized splits. I believe the legs do come down a little bit. You get not 360, but you get some thigh swivel, double jointed knees, which is always great. You get an ankle rocker, and then the always awesome toe joint. And if I'm not mistaken, that is all the articulation you're going to get out of SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Grease. According to the Kamen Rider Wiki, Grease stands at about 6'6" and weighs about 260 pounds. This figure stands just shy of 6.5 inches tall, with the top of the horn almost getting there, and then weighs about 2 ounces. Now let's see how he compares to some other figures you might have in your collection. Here they are with SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Build and Kamen Rider Geats. Here they are with SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Rogue and Kamen Rider Cross Z. Here they are with SH Figuarts Night Rogue and Bloodstock. Here they are with SH Figuarts Chun-Li and Jada Toys Fei Long. Here they are with the NECA Return to New York Leonardo and the 1987 animated series Raphael. Here they are with the NECA knockoff comic Raphael and Figma's Link. Here they are with McFarlane's Shao Kahn and Storm Collectibles Baraka. Here they are with Super 7 Slash and Masters of the Universe Classics Merman. Here they are with Marvel Legends Wolverine and Hasbro's Blue Centurion. Here they are with Hasbro's Crimson Bat and Jazzwares Peely. Kamen Rider Grease was one of my favorite characters in Kamen Rider Build. Well, that's not really saying much because I really loved practically everyone on this show. However, the actor that portrayed Kamen Rider Grease also portrayed a character in Kamen Rider Kiva, and I loved him in that show, and I love him in this show as well. He's such a good character and such a good actor that he just brings so much to the supporting cast that he's just a treat every time he's on screen. And not only that, when he's in the Kamen Rider Grease suit, it's even more of a treat because this suit looks amazing on screen, and SH Figuarts has done a fantastic job bringing it from the screen to our shelves. I absolutely dig this figure. SH Figuarts did a fantastic job here yet again, like they've been doing with the rest of the build figures, and Grease just looks so cool, just like he did on the show, and all the little details that are here are fantastic, and I really dig it a lot. Gold's not usually one of my favorite colors. I usually find it gaudy, and I still do here as well, but this just works very well for some reason for me. Like all the pieces together and all the details and everything it just works, and I like it a lot, and I think it's really cool. I think a big part of it that is helping me to like it a lot is definitely the black undersuit, which is interesting because it's the most like non-detailed part of the suit, but it's because it accentuates all the other things in the suit, and that's just really good suit design and really good action figure design. Now, as y'all know, I am a huge sucker for translucent plastic, and I absolutely love it. However, I did find photographing the chest and head area on Grease to be a little difficult, but that could also be my own poor photography abilities, but still just thought I'd mention it. I also found that the twin breaker was just a little weird to like have him hold for some reason. Like he can do it and it's fine and it looks okay, but like there was just something that I didn't find very pleasing to have him posed with that. But your mileage may vary on that as well. And I also noticed something that I'm not sure if I was aware of whenever Build was airing, because my brother-in-law, I don't know if he had unlocked this fear for me yet, but in reviewing this figure, I noticed that he has the ports like all on his, like on the shoulder parts and on the forearms and on his toes, but on some of his hands, especially any of the open ones, he has a hole, like a port there, and it's slightly, very slightly, and only so much so in the sense that it reminded me of the images I've seen with way more holes in people's hands, that it triggered my trypophobia, that like I was like, oh goodness, just slightly. So if that's a thing for you, then I would just avoid the open hands on this figure, because the closed ones and the holding hands ones, they don't have it. But the open hand ones have just the one port. I'm just throwing it out there. So there's that. Otherwise, having said all that, this figure's fantastic, just like all the other Build figures have been. SH Figuarts is doing a fantastic job with this build line, and I absolutely love it. I just really dig it. It's so cool, and I think you'll dig it too. So if you're looking for a gaudy gold action figure to add to your gaudy gold action figure shelf, Kamen Rider Grease is going to fit right in. And definitely let me know if you have a gaudy gold action figure shelf. Send me photos in the chat or however we do this on YouTube. Somehow let me know. I want to see those. Also, if you have a shelf for oddly named superheroes, Grease is one of the weirder superhero names I've heard, so he'll fit in there too. And if you are just loving these build figures that SH Figuarts is putting out, then you're gonna need to get Grease to complete the line, and you're gonna love him just like you've loved the rest of them, because I've loved the rest of them. So there you go. Alright, well that's going to do it for me today. Thanks so much for watching, and if you liked what you saw, hit the like button. If you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments, are you a fan of Kamen Rider Grease? What did you think of Kamen Rider Build as a series? And yeah, let me just know all your thoughts on Kamen Rider. And I about said God, because there's that song, and all your thoughts on God, but that's a different thing. Although Kamen Rider has been God quite a few times, but that's another discussion or topic for another time. Until then, else time.